Okay, hello everybody. So the first clip is from Chantal's live stream, I think from 2 days ago, and I think it was called I think I love this or something. And it's Islamist propaganda, just like you would expect from her. And then I will show you quite a lot of clips and pretty long clips, and I hope he is okay with that, from the channel Apostate Prophet. He's an ex-Muslim, so don't tell me he doesn't know what he's talking about, okay? Like she likes to do. And he is showing us the reality, and not the propaganda. And it's terrible. And yeah, I just thought I'll post this, and it's actually shocking and sad.
I saw an article about soldiers. I don't even, you know, just Israel trying to, just committing war crimes, basically, as usual. Hey, Chrissy, trying to take over Syria. Thanks, Ashley. But we didn't even know about that, actually, until we saw the comments. Like, you guys are more up to date sometimes on the foreign affairs in the countries I'm in. You felt very connected to Pompeii's history? I don't know much about that. War crimes as usual. Yeah, it's true. We need to free Syria. I agree.
There has been really massive violence going on against certain people, against certain minorities in the southern part of Syria, in the Suwayda governorate, which is a southern part of Syria. To have it, let's just put it right here. Let's just put it right here. So here is Suwayda, which is a city and region in the southern part here of Syria, as you can see, and quite close to Jordan, quite close to Israel, relatively. And in this region, I already talked about this yesterday when I made a live stream about this with Mansour Ashkar, who is himself a Druze person.
I will post a link to this stream in my community tab. It was very informative and interesting.
In this region, there is a very big Druze community. In fact, when you check the demographics, you'll see that the inhabitants of the city are mainly Druze, with small Greek Orthodox Christians and Sunni Muslim minorities. Bedouin Sunni Muslims live in the neighborhoods of Al Makwas and Al Harubi. So there are some neighborhoods where there are Sunni Muslim Bedouins in this region, but it's mainly populated by the Druze, who are like 90%, and then by a Christian Orthodox Christian minority. These people are living here. They are trying to simply survive and live in peace. But as a series of events, the Islamists under the current Islamic government of Syria, under Jilani, and certain Bedouin tribes together have been brutally attacking and killing the Druze that are here in this area, and have also been attacking the Christians. The Jews have been quite open about it, which is we are being brutally attacked and genocided. We have seen many videos, and I want to show just a little bit of a glimpse of what is happening. I don't want to show too much of what is going on there, but I'm going to go into number one, a declaration, a statement made by the Greek Orthodox authorities or leaders in this region, because this is how I started the day today. As I as the news were coming out of what is happening here, first off, there was this announcement made by the Greek Orthodox Archdiocese that is in charge of this region. They made it in multiple languages. They published it in Arabic, in French, in Spanish, and also in English. So we can just read the English here. This is directly from the Orthodox Christians in that region. It says, "To our brothers and sisters in humanity, in Suwayda Governorate, where more than 300,000 families currently live, people are suffering from suffocation. There is no water, no electricity, no medicine, and no food. A humanitarian catastrophe is unfolding before us. Open humanitarian crossings. Contribute to ending this blockade. We remain steadfast on this mountain until the end, asking the Lord for swift relief." Issued by the Archdiocese of Bosra, Hauran, Jabal al-Arab, and the Golan for the Greek Orthodox. There is another additional statement. So they're posting pictures of them taking care of people going in there, trying to take care of those who are seeking shelter. Then there is another one made later on, which I believe is part of. I have it saved somewhere, but the page is just all over the place. So here's another statement. Here's another statement which says, "Statement issued by the Greek Orthodox Patriarchate of Antioch and all the East. For days now, before the eyes of the entire world, violence has been afflicting our people in Suwayda. For days, attempts at resolution and calming the situation have been ongoing to no avail. What is happening in Suwayda disgraces humanity. Since the outbreak of the recent events, Patriarch John X has been closely monitoring the situation on the ground through direct and continuous communication with Metropolitan Antonius Sad and so and so. They're also following His Beatitude is also following the situation through contacts with all local authorities and communities in the area and its surroundings, foremost among them the Sheikh al-Aql of the Druze community in Lebanon. So the Christians here are crying out and help and asking for help and reporting directly with the solidarity of the Druze, who are the main people who are being targeted and attacked here by the Islamists. The Greek Orthodox Patriarchate of Antioch and all the East joins its voice with the voices of the wise of this world to call for an end to the bloodshed in Suwayda and commends regional and international mediation efforts to put an end to these massacres that target the coexistence of all communities. I have to say something very, very important here. So here is the very, very crucial part. It says we commend the regional and international mediation efforts to put an end to these massacres. There is one entity, one side that is being included here and that they are talking about when they say those who who are engaged in mediation efforts to put an end to these massacres. Can anybody guess who they're talking about primarily here? Who are they positively talking about here without mentioning them? Can anybody guess? Yeah, I see some people said it. Yafit Doron says it. IDF, Israel. Yes, it is Israel. It is Israel. It is Israel. Israel is the only country, and like it or not, Israel is the only country during this entire thing here that has stepped in and repeatedly told the Syrian government to protect the Jews and the minorities in the south, to prevent them from being killed, from being oppressed. They have repeatedly said to the new Syrian government, step in and protect these people, or else we will protect them, and we will also hit you. They haven't done it. They not only failed to protect the Jews and the Christians, they also, it is proven, their government forces, the Jolani's Islamic government forces, directly sent their own soldiers who also participated in the massacres of the Jews and the Christians here. The only nation here that stepped in is Israel. And why do you guys think Israel is not mentioned here in this announcement? While they are very clearly giving a shout out and thanking Israel for helping, why do you guys think that they are not explicitly mentioning Israel? It's very clear. It's because they are scared. There is something very Lots of people don't understand this. Lots of people who are not aware of the dynamics of the Middle East do not really get this. But these guys are aware that Israel is the only one that is actually stepping in and trying to prevent the massacre here. But they can't say it, because if they say it, it will only fuel, and it will only give an excuse to the Islamists, who will then use this and say, look, they are collaborating with the Jews, with Israel, with the Zionists. Look, they are evil, they are traitors, and so on. They will use this as an excuse to further engage in massacres, because that's how it is. Meanwhile, while these guys are only receiving help from Israel, which is, as we speak, trying to strike and bomb Syrian government forces and Bedouin forces, and directly trying to bomb them to prevent them from going and killing people. Meanwhile, online, you have lots of people going around and talking trash about Israel. I'm sorry, where are the Christian nations of the world? Where are all the people of the world? The only nation that is here helping right now, is Israel. That's what's happening. Meanwhile, online and in the world, where we're being told about fake genocides, about fake suffering, about all the bad stuff that Israel is doing. Meanwhile, go and watch the videos if you have the heart to it. You see brutal suffering inflicted upon young and old, on civilians, on everybody in Syria at the hands of the Islamists. So I posted about this earlier today. Here is the bishop of the Archdiocese of Bosra, Haran, Syria, which is the southern part where people are suffering here. So here's the Arabic text. I had it translated here. It says, "Glory to God in all things. I direct this message to the entire world and call upon them to urgently intervene to stop the terrorist massacres in Suwayda. I direct this humanitarian plea to those of sound minds who love peace. The ongoing war in Suwayda Governorate is a war of annihilation, killing both young and old. Therefore, I raise my voice loudly to the international community and to the United Nations to help us. I hope this cry reaches the whole world." Issued by the Archdiocese of Bosra, Haran, Jabal al-Arab, and the Golan Greek Orthodox. You can hear, you can feel, you can read, you can hear the despair here. What is happening here is in Suwayda, in the south of Syria, the Christians here are only secondary in being targeted. The primary people that are being targeted here are the Druze, and the Druze are peaceful people. They don't do anything to anybody. This is why Christians are happily living by their sides in their governorate. The Druze in this place are just want to survive, want to exist, want to cut themselves off from the Islamic garbage that is roaming around in Syria and that is repeatedly turning the country into full turmoil. The Jews simply want to exist, and they want to take their own security measures so that they can prevent being massacred. And the Christians are by their side. Primarily the Druze are being killed. They're being massacred. They're being massacred in hundreds here by the Islamists. And the Christians are also being targeted. The Christians are also being brutally killed here.
And here we have a little bit of the fireworks that Chantal likes to laugh about and joke about, and it's always just fireworks. No, Chantal, it's stuff like this.
Okay, there is nothing graphic here, but here's the image. These are civilians. These are three regular civilians, Druze. افتح الباب افتح الباب يلا افتح الباب افتح لك بسرعه يلا بسرعه زت حالك يلا 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 زت حالك على السريع يلا دقيقه تصوروا يعني
اتصوروا؟ يلا 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 زت حالك زت حالك ولا خمسة زت حالك يلا 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 زت حالك ولا يلا.
They just shot one of them, and he jumped off the balcony. The two others are left. At this point, they're still hoping that this is not really going to happen, that something's going to happen, and they will, and they won't actually fall off. You could see that the guy was just shot as he was standing there. He was also shot.
انسحبوا يا شباب شباب انسحب 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 قناصين.
This is the new Syrian government. The people of the new Syrian government, the democratic Syrian government that were that fought for freedom against the oppressive Assad regime, right? That fought for freedom and for justice, for democracy, for all these things. This is these Islamist bastards, these Islamist animals, these filthy, disgusting, horrible animals shouting Allahu Akbar, praising their filthy Allah after committing such brutal atrocities. These are regular people. They go into their homes. They make them jump off the balcony. They force them to their deaths. They film it and they shout Allahu Akbar and they post it online on Telegram. But what about Israel? What about fuck you?